Be careful, if you are a hobbit or a dwarf, you cannot mount normal horses. You have to buy a pony. Okay guys, so I'm recording this video after my stream, so don't mind me. I'm a little tired, a little exhausted. I just wanted to make a video about your first horse, when to acquire it, what you need to do to get your first mount. You can buy your horse the moment you have 4 gold and 220 silver, but in order to ride the first mount, you need to get the passive skill first. And that passive skill is only available once you are level 35. So technically that means you can ride your own horse and your first own mount when you hit level 35. So once you're level 35, you want to travel to Hengst Acker farm in northern Breland and talk to Eogar. That guy will give you 3 quests in total. So what you have to do is you have to ride one of his horses to 3 different stable masters. So the first stable master you have to visit while riding one of his horses is the West Gate in Bree, the stable master in Westgrade. And once you have turned that in, you can either walk back to Eogar, the NPC in Hengst Echo Farm, or you can take like the horse to Tasselbridge, and midway you can just dismount and run the rest back to the NPC. That's what you can do. And then once you're back at Eogar, he will give you the second quest, which will require you to travel to Mikkeldelving with one of his horses and turn that steed in with the stable master at Mikkeldelving. What you can do now then, if you have turned that one in, you can take the stable master's quick travel back to Bree for just 1 silver, so you can save a lot of time doing that. And the third quest will require you to take one of his horses all the way to Othrikar, which is in the North Downs. So that's the longest travel, but it's very easy. Like, you have enough time. So if you just stick to the road and follow the road, you will go there in no time anyway. Once you have finished that, unless you were a hunter, just take a horse to Esteldine. From Esteldine, take a swift travel back to Bree and go back to the NPC. And then he will give you the final quest, which will reward you with a passive riding skill. So just pick one of his steeds, pick a pony if you're a hobbit or a dwarf, and pick a normal horse if you're whatever. And you will have a limited time though, where you have to finish the course. So you will see gates and you will have to always ride through those gates. Because if you haven't done this ever before, you will probably fail once or twice, because it's not easy. The time that you have is very, very, very limited. If you really don't know how to do it and the route, just continue watching and I will show you the exact route that you can take so you can finish that course. And once you are done with that, you will be able to turn the quest in, get your passive, and talk to Eogar again. You want to visit his shop and buy your horse. Be careful, if you are a hobbit or a dwarf, you cannot mount normal horses. You have to buy a pony. So once you have acquired your mount, there is one thing that's very, very, very important. The mount that you just have acquired is an item in your inventory. So that means you can accidentally sell it. In order to prevent that, what you can do is go to a vendor and lock the item at the vendor. But what most people don't know is you can actually lock an item right from out of your inventory. You do not have to visit a vendor. What you have to do is mouse over the item that you want to lock, press the Alt key and left click the item. And after that, press Ctrl and T at the same time. And the item is going to be locked in your inventory. So that way you cannot sell it anymore accidentally. There is two ways to dismount. If you just click the dismount, there will be an animation. You can skip that animation. You can save 1 second or whatever it is by just pressing the escape button. That way you will dismount immediately and you can already start gathering the resource. Or if you have to talk to an NPC or something like that, you can already start talking to the NPC. You do not have to wait for the dismount animation. Also keep in mind that while you are mounted, you cannot interact with NPCs. So if there is a quest you want to turn in, you have to dismount first. So there it is, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. The very quick video here about mounting and how you can acquire your mount. Hopefully I will see you guys in the next stream or in the next video. So thanks for watching and have a good one. Bye bye.